cover of Gronholm behind. Gronholm's trying to go through the gap. There's no gap there. He has to drop back down. Larson round the outside. Gets into Kristoffersson, gets spun round. Was it by Ekstrom? Kevin Hansen all the way around the outside, moves up from the very back of the grid into P2. So Kevin Hansen on the chase now. And I think it's Ekstrom in behind him, but what happened there in turn one?
I feel like Robin Larson was maybe playing a bit of a gunner there, wasn't he? Trying to go around the outside and to get up the inside of Johan into turn two, but you can see tyre smoke off the back of Johan's car as he's out in front. But Kevin Hansen there, being on that further back grid slot, has paid into his hands, hasn't he? He was able to see what happened in front of him.
Incredible! Kevin Hansen all the way up from the back of the grid. Gronholm goes Joker immediately, so Niklas Gronholm gets himself out of traffic. Kristoffersson's got a 1.4 second gap again, just like he had in the semi-final. Larson is still going. You just saw him at the top of your screen. Mattias Ekstrom will want to find a way past Kevin. He doesn't want to give up any points he possibly can. So we're only at the halfway point in this season. Anything can happen, but he has got to keep that fight going towards Kristoffersson.
Yeah, now it comes down to Joker lap tactics, doesn't it? And we've got Timmy Hansen in behind Kevin, in behind Mattias, as well, who can play part with, team tactics here. But
Ekstrom looks to have better pace than Kevin's trying really hard. He's sideways out of the hairpin. Maybe just different driving styles, using the cars differently, but Timmy flies the jump in the background as well. Where's Gronholm? 5.7 off, so Gronholm is within 2.5 of Timmy Hansen. Who goes? Kevin goes. So Kevin's gone in. I reckon that's to cover Gronholm.
Yeah, they'll be looking at that, won't they? They're across that. We weren't, but they were.
Yeah, absolutely bang on it. Watching Gronholm versus Kevin Hansen. Bottom of your screen now. They're coming into the final corner, and Kevin has managed to stay in front of Niklas. So clever tactics from Hansen Motorsport. That does now mean Kevin's under pressure from Niklas, so he may drop some time, but it has released Ekstrom too.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Ekstrom can do now with the lap times, but, well, out in front, look at Kristoffersson. He's pretty much already got the Joker lap gap.
It's insane, isn't it? He's an absolute weapon. They managed to keep 2 tyres back. He was on used tyres. Just when you think he's been edged on pace, it turns out he's still running the same rubber during qualifying. Just incredible tactics. And a long chat with him earlier on about tyres. Again, the detail he goes into is next level. It really is. They all do, but he's so enthusiastic about it. He was like, one more thing about tyres. It was brilliant, fascinating. Gronholm now then did have pace because he was closing the gap at the front, but he can't find a way past Kevin. I suspect he's probably got more pace, but this has played into Ekstrom's hands, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So Ekstrom now able to try and open up the gap. He's got, 3.4 back to Kevin. So that's another.
Oh! Contact on the inside line. Did Kevin hit the wall?
No, I think Gronholm just got into the back of him, back left.
Yes, get in. Come on, proper fight. I was just looking at the gaps on the timing screen, looked down to see the two of them on the lock stops. Oh, smoke from the back of Kevin's car. Is that tyre smoke? On the brakes now down into the hairpin. Gronholm piling the pressure on here. Desperately trying to get himself up. 3 cars at Joker, 3 haven't. Into the Joker lap now goes Mattias Ekstrom. So Ekstrom's Joker. He thinks he's got enough to cover this fight. Behind him, sideways, laying down the rubber through the long left-hander. Gronholm has another look, but there isn't quite enough space. So now Ekstrom's in the box seat to get that P2.
Do you know what? Considering that Kevin and Niklas had a problem there, Mattias hasn't pulled the gap I was expecting him to.
He's got enough, hasn't he? That's all he needed was enough. Well, look at Gronholm's pace into turn 3. You can see how he ended up in the back of Kevin.
He's got so much speed carrying him through there, hasn't he? And the car's able to just hold with him. He's on the back of him again through the hairpin there.
Huge jump from Timmy Hansen. He's pushing so hard as well. He's only got, in the background, Gronholm's dropped it on the brakes. Puts it backwards into the wall. Niklas Gronholm's tried a bit too hard on the brakes. Kristoffersson has got another lap to go, but he's jokered on this one. So Kristoffersson goes Joker now. Timmy Hansen behind him. Is he going to be able to hold on to a podium position, or is his brother going to pip him to that? Big push now. Timmy, look at the front end of the car.
That's smashed to bits, hasn't it? It's really folded up. I don't know if that was maybe from the first couple of laps, but yeah, I think maybe it was Timmy who had the contact.
Huge jumps as well from Timmy as he's desperate to take every tenth. He's properly risking it. There's his dad, Kenneth Hansen. He'll have a stopwatch in front of him. Remember, they don't have the screens up in the spotters tower this weekend. Nothing for them to touch. All COVID stuff. Through the right, through the left. Kristoffersson out front has surely got this in the bag. Timmy Hansen 1.6. He's got 2.1 over Ekstrom. Gronholm dropped it on the brakes, so Kevin is in the clear. Into the Joker lap now goes Timmy, so in he goes. Look at the dust flies up. Kevin is on the inside line. Timmy looking to come round. Johan Kristoffersson through the final corner. Big old send in the polo, win number 23, but who's going to be on the podium? Timmy Hansen trying to get past Ekstrom. Ekstrom's going to get P2. Hansen beats his brother just to P3 here in Riga. But that man, Kristoffersson, unbelievable pace, out-tacticked everybody in terms of the tyres. Win number 23. Johan Kristoffersson on 140 points, so he is now 21 points clear of Mattias Ekström. Niklas Gronholm is in third. He's just 20 points back. Then it's Timmy Hansen, Kevin Hansen, Robin Larsen, Andreas Backerud up to 7th, and Timo Scheider down to 8th. Timosyanov, look, takes a place off Markland. Ruktanen, such a good performance from him. Just that one weekend in Finland, he's right up there. Sabo is in P12.
Feels very good. I mean, semi-final and final was not the most exciting part of the day, so obviously just after the final you don't have that adrenaline rush, but yeah, otherwise it felt very, very nice. We was really pushing hard in Q2 and 3, was not really able to pull off the best times back then, but instead, we had some good tires for the semi-final and final, so I think we had a big jump on the competitors in terms of tires. So, yeah, and then with 2 good starts for semi-final and final, then everything is much easier when you have fresh tires as well. So, but big thanks to the team. We did some changes from semi-final, between Q3 and final, and it actually made the car better. So that feels quite nice to gamble a bit on that, but then go in the right direction.